think it's really a struggle right now between, on the one hand, the vaccine rally and prices and the coronavirus impact on demand. And I think that's what's at the heart of the battle that's going on right now with OPEC and then non-OPEC on Thursday when they have their discussions. But I think what the oil prices are really doing is what we've seen is that they're anticipating that there will be a recovery, that after a year, when the world will come out of this, and that's when demand will start up again.
Yeah, and how would that translate into demand numbers for the coming year, from December onwards, going into 2021 for some of the high energy demanding economies in the world, like India and China?
Well, we saw that actually even U.S. demand was picking up in September before this current wave. But I think while there have been some who have been quite pessimistic about demand, in fact, if you look at Chinese demand today, it's several 100,000 barrels a day higher than it was this time last year. And we've seen the same in India. So I think even though work patterns will have changed, jet travel will have changed, I think we're going to see demand come back to what it was in 2019, sometime in 2022, 2023.
Dan, still on the picture of demand, I mean, really the Achilles heel of that demand is, of course, the aviation sector. A lot of people are saying now companies have to rethink business travel or scaling back business travel as they get used to video conferencing. What's your projection for business travel demand?
I think that's going to be the last thing to come back. I think the airlines are facing that. And it's really that electrons are another way to travel. You don't have to use molecules. And the fact that if you're, let's say, a CEO of a company, you can visit 3 continents in one day. So I think it will affect it. But I think there comes a point that maybe it's not going to come back altogether, but it will come back because people have to be together ultimately to feel confident doing business. I don't think you can just have relationships over Zoom or whatever your platform is. But it's going to be the last part, as you say, the heel of what's going to come back.
It's been a difficult year for energy. Are we looking at a new world order when it comes to a recovery next year? I know you have a book out on that.
Yeah, well, what I talk about in the new map is that we've gone from OPEC versus non-OPEC really to a world oil market that's dominated by the big 3, which is the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia. And their relationships, what they do with each other or don't do, will really have profound impacts. We can see that right now with the Russia and Saudi Arabia having been the foundations of this recovery in oil prices in concert with the United States. That will change if you have a Biden administration. I don't think a Biden administration, the president would be calling Moscow and Riyadh to put a floor under oil prices, as happened last April when prices went negative.